What's up, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood Scotty Mo here, just coming to let you know that, well, some things happened, and unfortunately, we don't have video for this week's episode. We discussed it on the podcast ad infinitum. My computer's been on the fritz, like, all week, and one of the many casualties of this great podcast war I've been fighting all week was unfortunately the video did get chewed up and spit out and horrible. But I did want to bring you the audio. I felt it would be kind of a dick move to make this an episode for only the people who are subscribed on iTunes. So I'm bringing it to you guys right here on our YouTube channel, just only in audio format. So that means you can go to do other things and listen to us. You don't have to stay here and stare at our faces. Listen to us and go on Amazon. Buy some shit. Buy All-Star Section 8. That's my one of the most weird, fucked up comic books, but I love All-Star Section 8. Buy that and ship it to me. Anyways, here's the podcast. So, can we just discuss the fact that I definitely made a mistake last week? And I thought last week the mistake I made was giving you a big old bottle of whiskey. Or maybe buying you some soda to mess with your diet. No, the mistake!
Why, Scotty, whatever are you talking about?
Jesus!
What?
No! Like, I got that one as
I don't understand.
I thought it... No.
I don't understand.
Like I said, like, the worst is I was editing Fight Boyz for this week. And I was going through editing Fight Boyz, and I was just like, okay, this is pretty good. This is a good... What's that in the background? What is this noise going on? And eventually got to a point where I had to edit out every time you used a fidget spinner, but then you started using it as you were talking. So you'll just hear a slow fade in of every time Blake talks of just like, well, guys, actually the thing I think about Braun Strowman is this, it's really interesting. I don't really know about it. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And by the end of it, I despised the sound of a fidget spinner. And because of all the stress,
also like to mention,
because of all the stress I was going through, I had to relieve that stress by using a fucking fidget spinner. Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time. It's the time. I said, boop, beep, bop, a doop, it's the time for a load. Said it's time for that to load of me, yes, sir. And joining me this week is he, to be, to the L-A-K-E, that's right, it's Blake Tanner.
And while I'm calling security to remove this man from the premises, I'm going to introduce you to, yes, it's the S, Scotty Moore.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I just had Bill zip zop and zoop on hand me. Sorry,
We're not paying that man. We're not paying him.
I really like the only difference between the Rick impression at this point and the Bill impression is Bill just says zip zoppa zoopa every once in a while. So oh gee, Blake, I'm not a man to usually say something like, I earned a drink, or I deserve a drink. I'm like, hey, fuck it, just drink. Like, you know, that's just the kind of man I am. That being said...
In your mind, you're 100% deserving of a drink, 100%.
Well, that being said, though, Blake Tanner, at this point in my life on this day, July 21st in the Lord's year of 2017, I deserve a fucking drink. Which is why I have some... In addition to the whiskey I gave you last week, we've got a shit ton of more whiskey. This is salted caramel whiskey.
Yep.
And it basically tastes like a pancake.
I just took a deep shot from this, like, big-ass 2-ounce Dave & Buster's.
It had to be. It had to be Dave & Buster's.
It was. I was so happy when I found it. But no, you've had a week, particularly these last couple days.
I've had a very big week. Also, you can't see it, but the people on YouTube can. In addition to you being like, I just poured a 2-ounce glass or 2-ounce shot. I have probably about 4 or 5 ounces of whiskey in this cup. Just like, I'm gonna make it through the show. But yeah, basically, for those of you who don't listen to our other podcast, Fight Boys, we do a little thing on there called JWF Wrestling, where about every month, it basically happens when the pay-per-views in WWE happen. We try to sync them up. We do our own pay-per-view on the BS Network channel. So if you're watching us on YouTube, it's probably going to be advertised. But the fucking pay-per-view that just came out is cursed. It is 110% cursed. And the reason why I know for a just damned fact it's cursed is because I decided to get everything done early this week. Sunday night, I was like, I'm going to do all of our matches, I'm going to do everything and get it ready so that on Thursday, which is when we were supposed to record, I will have everything ready for Blake to do stuff with. And then, Tuesday rolls around. And on Tuesday, I get everything edited, I have everything nice and beautiful looking. And then after everything is nice and beautiful looking, I decide to go and visit my nephews because I love my nephews dearly and I love hanging out with my baby nephews. So I go hang out with them for about an hour and I'm kind of forced to stay because it's raining and it's a huge thunderstorm. And I come back from the thunderstorm and I find my computer. And my computer is off. Which it rarely is, which is already a bad thing. But my computer is off, and I go to turn it on, and it says HP. And it's got the little thing that says, hey, I'm loading your shit. And it just keeps loading that shit. And loading it. And it loads, and it loads, and it loads, and it loads. And it don't turn on.
Hold on. I think we're just about... Oh, we're just about ready. Nope. Oh, hold on. We gotta go back. Hold on. All right. Let me get this right. Oh, no, sorry.
And so this continues for about 15 minutes when I realize maybe something's wrong. I'll just reset the computer. So I turn the computer off, turn it back on. Nothing. Keeps HPing. I fucks with shit 24 hours just attempting to get something birthed out of it. Like, maybe I'll be able to save some ounce of whatever. And I found a way to save almost everything on my computer. So my dad has like a little external hard drive. He let me borrow it. Put all my stuff on my computer. It says like, which things do you want to back up? Do you want to back up pictures, movies, music? And I went fucking movies. I know I especially need movies. Everything else is in the cloud, but I need the movies because that's the only thing I don't have in the cloud. So I back it all up, I do a hard reset on my computer, so fucking everything's gone. So I have to reinstall everything on my computer, and cut to the next day, and I go and I try to find the video files.
Yep.
Fucking files are gone. I don't know why. It's a movie. Shit should have backed it the fuck up, but it didn't.
You know, I think I know why that happened. When it asks you to back up like things like that, it usually only backs up specific folders. So like your videos folder, everything in there would have been saved.
Oh dear reader.
But if it was in its own custom folder.
No, dear reader. It gets worse. It was in the videos folder. So I click in the videos folder. There are 2 things that were previously in the videos folder that are in the new videos folder. So I was like, okay, good. The video folder got updated. No, it's not. And I realized what it was. It did not back up MP4 files. I don't know why it chose not to back up MP4s, but it didn't.
That's actually very strange.
I know.
Okay.
So all my MP4s were gone. So at this point, I go, fuck, I have to re-record all the matches. I go, fine. So I go to re-record the matches, and I get them all done. Then, another thunderstorm hit. I shit you not, a second thunderstorm hit.
Oh.
Shut everything off, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I pray my computer's still fine. Turn on the computer's fine. I'm like, oh, thank God. And I still had to record a few things in the PS4. And also, for some reason, the files I was recording in OBS weren't showing up in my editing software correctly. But I have all that fixed now, luckily. But so I got that fixed, and I was like, now all I have to do is re-record matches. So I turn on the PS4. I open up WWE 2K17. Your save file has been corrupted. Start a new save file? I go, what? What did you just say to
Scotty,
me?
I need you to describe everything that was on that save file.
So, for those of you fucking out there who have never enjoyed the beauty, the majesty of what is JWF professional wrestling, we have a custom arena. We had probably about 20 at this point custom professional wrestling characters. We had 3 different championship belts. We had a custom show intro. We had custom intros and movesets for every fucking character, and it's all gone. So in case you're wondering,
how many hours would you say that it took to make all of those things?
Easily 3 days. Of everything combined, 3 days of combined work. Gone because of fucking lightning. So in case you're wondering where I've been for the past 2 days, I've been on my computer just going, alright, time to make a new Blake. Time to make a new Dylan. Time to make a new Scottye. Make a new thing. Make a new one. And I was lucky that I remembered most of what it took to create everything. But otherwise, I was just sitting here like, okay, everything's gone. I've got to rush through everything. So, if you watched yesterday's JWF pay-per-view and were like, things look a little different. Scotty's character looks different. Dylan's everyone's characters look different. That's a bit strange. Why does the arena have different colored ring posts? I don't get it. It's because I had to make all of it in about 10 hours and then record it all in about 10 hours. So Blake, being that we actually recorded the commentary right before we did this, how would you say I did for having to rush?
Pretty good, pretty good. I could tell that, like, in the end, there was some, I guess I would say some, compromise that you had to make on match quality.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
Because this is the cursed pay-per-view. This is the cursed pay-per-view
Especially,
from
like,
fucking hell.
That one match went on for very long, and, I think that, like, the only real criticism that I had is, like, the first match was fine. Second match was pretty good. The third match, which was, like, a 3-on-3 match, it became... The first half was a 3-on-3 match, and the second half was a 1-on-1 match.
Yeah. It's weird because when you book... And this is parting the kimono, basically, right now to tell you guys... When you have an idea in mind, it's very hard when you're having to work with 5 computers. So it gets to a point where you're sitting there like, well, I'm just gonna work with these 5 computers and see what they do. And in stuff like the Cash in the Bag match that we had last month, that was fine. Because I'm just like, yeah, just do some shit and we'll see what happens. However, in this one... random shit happens. Like at one point, I believe your character randomly started beating up the referee for no reason.
I remember that.
Your character
was just a fun. It was a fun hug.
It was a fun little hug.
Fun hug.
Which wouldn't be bad if it wasn't for the fact that I believe one of your teammates was going for a pinfall, and you were like, "Nope, you don't deserve this pinfall. Fucking." Beat your shit.
It was a fun little hug.
Just a fun little huggaroo. Yeah, it's been a rough couple. I did get to see my boys though, and it made me happy. Have I told you that I'm almost positive one of my nephews is just the gayest 3-year-old? And I'm not.
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
not saying this in like an offense. I just mean he is really gay, because like I have 3 nephews. I have the oldest one, Kason. He is adorable, and he's about to go into school, and it's gonna make me cry. I have my middle one, who is me incarnate. He likes to wrestle. He begs for quarters for video games, and he will beat the shit out of you and yell at you. And I'm like, fuck yeah, it's like a little baby me. Cut to my littlest baby nephew, who looks like a sad old man all the time. For that, I call him baby grandpa. And baby grandpa just came waddling up to me and goes, Sky, can I sit in your lap? And I'm like, fuck yeah, baby grandpa. Pop up in my lap. So I pop baby grandpa in my lap. Which point, middleest baby jumps on my lap and starts choking me. And I'm like, all right, you just chill the fuck out. Then baby grandpa goes, I love you, Scottye. I'm like, oh, I love you too, grandpa.
Oh.
I love you, Scottye. I love you too, Grandpa. I love you, Scottye. Please stop. I love you, Scottye. And I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. And then I put him down, and they're all running around and doing stuff. And then I'm like, hey, guys, let's take a selfie. Because I'm at that age in my life where I like to take selfies with babies. And I'm taking a selfie with the middleest child. At which point I feel baby grandpa, and he's just like kissing my leg. And I don't know what's happening. He's just kind of like, mwah,
no, this sounds like usual toddler behavior. But no, basically, toddler mentality, from what I've learned working with young kids to toddlers, can range from, oh, I'm going to be very super affectionate and not know how weird it is for you because you're an adult, to, I am going to beat your ass into the ground because I'm smaller than you and you can't do shit about it.
Well, there are 3 types of kids. There are kids that don't like you and will avoid you. There are kids who will love you, or there are kids who will treat you like a fucking jungle gym. And I think when you see kids who are like from the same parents, if there's 2, they're gonna be exact opposites. Which is like the middle and the youngest one are both from the same father, and they are polar opposites. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's how that works. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Children. I also noticed that working with like kids and when I worked at like Build-A-Bear and stuff, is I would look at their parents and be like, you are aware you have the best of both worlds here, right? And they're like, I know, we have both types. And I'm like, yeah. You went back to Professor Oak and was just like, give me the Bulbasaur as well, sir. In fact,
they actually played Pokemon Yellow Edition, where you can get all of the starters.
I thought you were going to say they played Green and then traded themselves. It's like, no, they don't have money. Are you kidding me? Are you rocking 2 fidgets now?
Yes.
Where
I
did
bought one in the bargain bin at Panama City Beach.
Yes. Yeah, we discussed.
I didn't want to tell you about it. Yeah.
We discussed
because I wanted you to think that you'd given me.
We discussed my drunken fidget adventure in Austin, where I was just like, I need fidget spinners. Give them now. I have been desperately looking online for cheap fidget spinners we could sell on the website, and I've yet to find anything. But the minute I do, they'll be available.
Oh, that's not gonna.
And do you know where they'll be available?
God, that's not gonna. Where will it be available, Scott?
They will be available at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Merch.aloadofpurebs.com is the website where you can go to get all of your BS needs sated. We're just sitting there ready, open, willing to give you all we have. And all we have are shirts. We have posters for my book, Queasel Corp. We have shirts for the Fight Boys. We've got posters with me and Blake's face on it. We've got beautiful things for all of the great BS Network podcasts, including a load of BS over at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. So, Blake Tanner, last week you got to pitch me your shit. I feel like being a writer, I have a lot of different ideas, and I just kind of want to workshop them with you, and let's try to figure out where we can go with these. And I've got a few of them. Also, I like when your audio cut out earlier. I almost finished this bottle of finished the whiskey. I was just like, nope, fuck it. First the pay-per-view, and now Blake. It's all going to hell.
It sounds like you're having a great start to your weekend.
Yeah. Are you trying? What are you doing? Are you drawing on the other fidget spinner?
No, I'm drawing on the top of my...
Oh, I thought you were making the custom
Mountain Dew.
BS fidget spinner by just drawing on it with some Sharpie. But no, the first idea, and I had this one last night, is I was listening to someone talk about a video game, and you were the son of the devil in it. And I was like, that's a good idea. I want to take the son of the devil premise, but I want to take it in a different direction. Because, you know, like, Little Nicky did, like, I'm the slacker son of the devil. And then there are, like, the evil son of the devil things. What can we do with the son of the devil series that hasn't been done before?
Welcome to Phil, son of the devil.
Okay.
Where, like, the devil just wants Phil to fulfill his role as the Antichrist and, like, take over the world of man by being super charismatic. And Phil just doesn't want to do that. Because Phil has been sent to the world of man, and he's just chilling, and he's working, like, not a minimum wage job, but he's got, like, a nice degree, and he's got, like, middle income job, and he's just got like a middle class life, and he's pretty happy.
Okay, I like this. And then I assume Satan at one point comes to Earth upset with the actions of Phil. Where do we go from there? Now, do we take it to an action thing where Phil has to fight against his father?
We'll see.
Do we do a coming to America
angle?
I
think we can do something I think even better. See, like when Papa Satan pops up to our world, that's a big no-no.
Okay.
So that alerts the angels, and the angels are like, whoa, hold up, Satan, what you doing here? Whoa, you have a son? And now Phil has to fight angels.
Oh, okay. I was thinking we have Phil in the middle.
Yeah, because
Phil is basically almost like the bargaining chip between the two sides. So he's being pushed back between both sides.
I don't think he wants anything to do with either side, because you've got like the heavenly host, and they think that Phil's working to take over the world, and on the other side you got Satan and his boys who want Phil to do that, but Phil just don't want to do it. Phil's cool where Phil is.
Now, I want to break down the character of Phil. Is Phil more of a slacker, funny guy? Is he like a Seth Rogen type? Okay, no, I immediately disliked it as soon as I said it. Did you?
No,
hey,
Scottye, I've got a confession. I've got a confession to make. I'm Phil.
You are Phil.
Scottye, I'm Phil.
Oh no, the minute you started, I was just like, is Blake just talking about this episode of BS? Is Blake just talking about BS in general? The devil wants me to take over the world with him, and I won't do it. I'm like, what? No.
Phil, turns out that Phil has a podcast.
Phil has a podcast with the devil.
With the devil.
No, and the devil's really into it. The devil's like, it's gonna go so far, man. It feels like, can't we just have fun? And the devil's like, no, dude. I just set up merch.phil.com.
All your fucking Phil merch.
I got Fill Me Up shirts.
Oh,
Except
no.
It's spelled P-H-I-L. And look, it's got you right next to it, Phil. Yeah.
Go to this special offer code at philface.com.
Philface!
Get your Philface shirt.
Philfus. Philkus!
Get the Philface.
The return of Philkus. Okay. So, Phil, son of the devil's already gone to hell. Ah! That could be a that could be the catchphrase for the show. All right, that's one.
Yes. Okay, how about this? Let's think of something like a cartoon that you want to reboot, like an old childhood nostalgia
wait.
cartoon.
Actually, I wanna go back to the Phil thing for one. I wanna change a few things up. Phil is the son. No, yes, son of the Grim Reaper, and he's working at Grim Reaper Enterprises because a lot of people think the Grim Reaper is just one dude. Not so. Not so, dear reader. The Grim Reaper is multiple people, and it's a corporation.
I think that's a commonly explored thing, though, isn't it? That like Reapers aren't. There's not just one Reaper.
Okay. Well, okay. Firstly, there's the main Grim Reaper, like the head of reaping organization.
I mean, there's the big guy.
And he wants his son to take over the company. It's a very Billy Madison situation. But the Sun Reaper is like, no, I don't want to happen. But there's like a Dick Reaper who's actually in cahoots with Satan and is like, hey, once I get in control of the company, I'll send you all the damned souls instead of actually trying to organize them. And so Phil, son of the Grim Reaper, has to fight and actually prove to his dad
Wait,
that
they're
he
both
should run
named
the
Phil?
No. Phil is the main Grim Reaper. Is the son of the Grim Reaper. The other guy is the friends of Satan. And then they've got their dad. And basically the premise is Phil has to prove to his dad that he's worth it. And he has to reap 1,000 souls. But of course, when he gets to Earth, he like finds love. And is like, oh no, I can't do this because these people have lives. I don't want to take their lives away from them. But then he has to by the end.
I don't know if I like it as much as Phil being the son of the devil.
I know. This is a premise I had. That's actually a movie I wrote in high school, and I was like, let me bring that back and see if that still has legs. Clearly, it don't. But
yeah. Well, I think you ruined the second premise by just like giving like that good golden son of the devil, and then we put like just Phil, because Phil can only be the son of the devil.
You're right, Phil. Now, what I like about my premise for the Grim Reaper movie, though, is the fact that the opening has a very Ferris Bueller feeling, which is the fact that the son of the Grim Reaper takes you through Reaping Enterprises and shows you like all these comical, goofy things happening on. That reminds me, I wanted to write a movie about a serial killer at one point, but I wanted to make it funny, which is already a bad idea. You shouldn't do that about serial killers. But the one idea I had in mind that I really enjoyed was the fact that his first kill he killed in the forest, and he ends up feeding it to a bear. And it's all during like like during a comical montage of him killing people. Yeah. And he's just like, oh no, how am I gonna get rid of the body? Then a bear shows up and he's like, maybe this.
No. Now, I think it's definitely worth, like, you could definitely do something like that with the way some of the more crazy out there, just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Stuff like Flatliners.
You know.
Like the edgier comedies.
Yeah, like, exactly. And you can take that absurdist quality to it, and I think that could work. Now, going back really quickly, I think now, for the son of the Grim Reaper...
Okay.
Now, that's a solid Gerald.
That's a Gerald! Yes!
It's a Gerald.
G Reaper. Gerald Reaper. So it still looks like Grim
Gerald
Reaper, but it's
there
Gerald
you go.
Reaper. Okay,
yeah,
I'm digging that.
Boom. Got it.
Actually, you know what I'm seeing? You know what I'm seeing the possibility for? We make the Son of the Devil movie. We make the Gerald movie. We make the serial killer movie. We're making a fucking cinematic universe, Blake Tanner. It's the Grim Reaper cinematic universe. We're in, I like the idea that the Dick who's trying to take over the Grim Reaper's place, that's, he's like a pawn. He's not a big deal. of course in Phil, Son of the Devil, he's got a bit part and he's kind of a joke character. But in the Grim Reaper movie, Gerald, he becomes like a really big deal. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's nice. Yeah. So we can have our own Netflix series. We could have our big blockbuster movies, and then we have our big blowout Civil War type movie just called The Rapture.
Okay, so wait. We have a movie about angels. Or we have a movie about the devils. We have a movie about the Grim Reapers, who I will consider the immediate point. What's our angel movie?
Mm-hmm. Our angel movie, it's gotta be... for some reason, I see, like, the 4 archangels, or all the big archangels, and they're just...
Played by Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard,
Jesus.
And Ollie Anderson. We are the 4 archangels! Woo!
Well, so it starts out because, so, like, the Messiah doesn't want to return to Earth. Jesus is good up here.
Okay.
And so all of the archangels try to...
a movie where Jesus, the rapture is gonna happen. Jesus needs to go back to Earth. And he's like, nah, fam, I'm good. You saw what happened to me last time I was down there? I'm good, man.
Man, it's only been 2,000 years, man. The wounds are still fresh. I mean, look at my hands. So you got the 4 archangels who, like, start to take a power grab for heaven.
Okay.
And, of course, I think for this to work, God has just got to be, like, off faffing about. I don't know, doing God things.
I think we can pull the supernatural angle and make sure God is just, like, disappeared.
Yeah. Well, you can still have the aspect of, like, the creator being, like, with Jesus. And he's like, yeah, as soon as I came down, God went off to do his own thing for the rest of the universe. So I'm still here as kind of your communique.
So Jesus is
I'm
like
still
Earth's God. Then God went off to God on, like, Uranus or something.
He's just gonna God all over my anus.
I just godded that anus so hard.
He's gonna God Uranus real quick, okay?
Okay, so he's just godding that anus.
Yeah.
Now, if I could go back to where my mind went, which is the concept. Okay, we're talking about the rapture. Rapture's happening. Which all these movies, that's what it's leading up to. Like the Avengers, you know, they had the first sequence of all these movies, and then the Avengers was the big blowout.
Oh, yeah.
The big blowout for us is the rapture. I like the idea that they need Jesus to come to Earth to kickstart the rapture. And Jesus is like, I'm not going to do that. At which point, God sends 2 children angels in a trench coat to Earth.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And the movie is called Trench Coat Jesus.
Trench Coat Jesus.
And
oh, God. Now, see, I thought you were going to go in the direction of sending 2 angels played by Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly.
No! They need to be... That's Trench Coat Jesus' crew, though.
Oh, God.
So, Trench Coat Jesus...
Yeah.
Now, do we want actual children portraying Trench Coat Jesus or midgets? Which one's funnier? I'm sorry, little people.
There you go. Okay.
Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. There is one. He's a dwarf, and he looks a lot like Jesus. That's your first dwarf. Second one, Danny DeVito. So you have Danny DeVito and another dwarf.
Fuck.
I'm not sure who they're played by. And the only problem is the Jesus dwarf. The Jesus dwarf's bad at talking, so Danny DeVito has to feed him lines. So his hand pokes up from the trench coat. He's just like, "Say I'll be with you as well, brother." And then hides back in.
Okay. I do like the idea of like some of the older angels like just being Jewish stereotypes.
Yes, the pre-New Testament angels are all Jewish.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
I think we can work with that.
And they, you know what?
Okay, so
I like the idea there's two of them, and they're very they're like the Muppets. You know, the two old men who sit there and kind of mock people. That's them. They're looking down, and they're making fun of Trenchcoat Jesus and all of his little misadventures.
So, I feel like eventually we should get to the point, like at the end of the Rapture movie, where Jesus does come down, and everyone's like freaking out as the Rapture. And Jesus,
end of Trenchcoat Jesus is actual like post credits of Trenchcoat Jesus. Actual God calls them back up and is like, I figured out what you guys have been doing. I'm very upset with you. And they're just like, we were just trying to make you happy, God. And then Danny DeVito.
Well, now I gotta recruit you to the Avengers Initiative.
No, and then post-credits scene. How about this? Trenchcoat Jesus recruited 12 disciples. And they were just like, one day he'll come back. And then actual Jesus comes down. And they're just like, I told you he'll come back. And they go, he looks different. Cut. Actual Jesus. Welcome to the Rapture movie.
Okay. So, in the Welcome to the Rapture, like, in the real Rapture movie, when it all goes down, I really, really want it to lead up to this epic confrontation between Phil and Jesus, both of whom don't really want to do this whole Rapture thing.
Christ and the Antichrist. I like it.
Yeah.
I also...
So, like, they just pop up.
Even though Phil is a man, I like to think that he doesn't like the term Antichrist and changed his name to A-U-N-T-Y, Christ, so Antichrist.
Yeah, well, that's why he's going by Phil now. Like, nobody likes that he goes by Phil.
Anti-Phil Christ.
Anti-Phil Christ.
Okay.
Like, Satan gave him some, like, real metal-sounding fucking name. And he's like, nah, I just want to be Phil.
You're Bahathmet,
be Phil now.
The spawn of my loins. You're sent to destroy this earth. I'm good with Phil. You're a bit intense, thank you very much.
It's actually Phil. So in the end, when, like, Phil and Jesus realize that they don't have to, like... They don't have to live up to the prophecy. They don't have to fulfill the whims of fate, and they could go against it. And it's like, so Jesus, what do you want to do? No. Call me James.
Welcome to Phil and James. I'm really happy you.
Phil and James.
I'm really happy you weren't going where I thought you were going, which is a Romeo and Juliet-esque romance.
Phil, I can't live without you.
And they're just like, our parents. One of our parents.
Fuck them.
I feel like we don't have enough leading ladies. Can we change Phil to Philette?
Oh.
Then it would make sense.
Let's change Jesus.
Oh, Lady Jesus?
To Jemima.
Jemima! Jemima Christ.
No, Lady Jesus. Lady Jesus. I just wanted to, like, just be a woman, but Jesus.
I like Lady Jemima.
Yeah.
I am Jemima Christ.
I regretted it as soon as I said it, but it was funny.
Wait.
But yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Whoa,
wait. So you're saying Christ has become Jemima. Does that mean Phil is the Auntie Jemima?
Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit.
That's all this podcast was made for. This whole podcast, fuck all of it. It was all building up to this one moment where I could make an Auntie Jemima joke.
Jesus.
No,
Christ.
Jemima Christ. Thank you very much.
Jemima Christ, which is going to be on our next shirt.
Oh, no. And if you want to get our next shirt, ladies and gentlemen, just go to patreon.com/aloadofbs. That's right, patreon.com/aloadofbs. I didn't mess up the plug. I know a lot of you are thinking, Scotty, you're talking about shirts. You don't get shirts on Patreon. That's only at merch.downloadofpurebs.com, and I say no. I say no to you, ladies and gentlemen. Because, you know, over at patreon.com, Blake Tanner at patreon.com, I said Blake Tanner at patreon.com. We got perks for ladies and gentlemen, don't we?
Patreon.
If you donate $1, I believe you get shouted out every single week, like the Patreon saint, Deborah Moore, like Megan Bolden, like Scott Moore, and then of course donate $5, ladies and gentlemen, and every single week you will get a motivational video from me or the Bee just to get you through the week, just to help you get that little extra push going. And then, of course, we talking about shirts. I love shirts. I love merch. I love making it for you lovely people out there. And if you want our brand new shirt delivered to your door every single month, then just donate $30. $30 of your money over at patreon.com/a-load-of-BS, and you'll be one. You'll be one of the many subscribed to the BS Booty Box, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the BS Booty Box. Every single month, I make a brand new shirt. I send it straight to you. Get it before we put it on the website. But you'll only get it if you go over to patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. I don't know if I told you this.
Nice.
That was very energetic promo. Very New Day-esque promo. One of my friends, I posted a video of me in the new Load of BS Invader Zim shirt. And one of my friends messaged me and goes, I think I'm gonna need one of those shirts before Dragon Con happens. And I was just like, what? It was like, dude, it was like Ghostbusters. I was like, we got one!
No, you did make sure that he wasn't confusing it with an actual Invader Zim shirt,
I'm sure
right?
he knew. It says a load of BS, and Gurr has a beard. No, was like, this is a bit weird.
I know, but these things, I guess I've conditioned myself to have such low expectations in everything that I do.
Which is the opposite of me. I'm just straight up just like, nah, dude, we can probably get this fucking Rapture cinematic universe off of the fucking...
Let's get that Rapture movie.
Auntie Jemima's gonna be at the Auntie Jemima cinematic universe is gonna be off soon.
God. Jesus.
Jemima Christ, Blake Tanner, show respect.
No, I can't take the Lord's name in vain. I have to use the old one.
A thing I actually do, Josh, damn it. So I really like... Earlier I was sitting, because we got done recording JWF's stuff, and I was like, alright. And then I just slowly realized, because after those, like, 3 days of fucking panic and trying to fix shit, I didn't know what this show was gonna be about. And then I just remembered, like a shining beacon from the past, something I used to do legitimately to entertain people. And I'd like to do it on the podcast right now, but I need your help because, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, Jemima, it's going to be pretty damn difficult. But what it is, when I was in English class in 11th grade, I think it was, we had a teacher who, we were all like fucking AP, so we were all gifted. And so she was like, fuck it, I don't care, do whatever you want, just write some shit for me. And I'm a good writer, so it was just like, hey, here's some shit. I think at one point I actually even turned in a paper where an entire paragraph was nothing but the lyrics to Rapper's Delight. And she was just like, oh, you're being sassy this week. And I'm like, no, I fucking plagiarized. I plagiarized the whole paragraph, and you don't give a shit. And she's like, I really don't. Awesome. But one of my things I would use to...
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, right? I was just... That's my jam. Fuck you. Actually, one of my favorite jokes is, I made a joke in one of my papers. I say, I was off looking for Jesus, and then in parentheses, I found him between the couch cushions. At which point, she put in parentheses...
In a bottle of Jemima syrup.
No, I found her beneath the couch cushions. At which point, she put in parentheses, in the form of Cheez-Its rice. And I went, I fucking love you. But
Yep.
no, one of the things I used to
Jesus.
grab a copy. I don't know why. She's an 11th grade. She was an 11th grade AP teacher, and yet she had a collection of all of the books of Dr. Seuss. And I used to grab. There was one book, and it was the ABC book. And everyone in the class,
I know that one.
everyone knew I could do impressions of people. And they go, Scotty, we have a challenge for you. And I go, what? They go, well, you have a book with the letters A through Z listed, correct? Yeah? You have to go through, and you have to do an impression that begins with the letter of each fucking section. So I have to do an impression that begins with each letter. So Blake Tanner, I'm gonna need your help, because fuck if I'm gonna know all these impressions. But we're going to read Dr. Seuss's ABCs in as many different impressions as I can, beginning with the letter A for Arnold, big A, little A.
Arnold.
What begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator. A. B for Bernie.
Bill Clinton.
Oh, big bay,
Aw.
little bay. What begins with bay? Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. C for Clinton. No, Comey. No, whoa, no, not Comey.
No. Jeez.
Kalima. Kalima. Chris Jericho, baby! Big C, little C. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C. I changed it to Chris Rock halfway through that. I hope you know. D. Donald. The Donald.
Daria.
Big D, little D. What begins with D? David Donald Do dreamed a dozen donuts and a duck dog too. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was phenomenal. And then my favorite part of the book, and I think will be your favorite part as well, is there are these sections where it reads through the whole alphabet, getting to the next letter. And I thought, what better way to read the alphabet than in the voice of Vampire Kiss's own Nicolas Cage. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No, we're at G. We're at G.
Oh shit!
We're at G.
I got a look.
G, go. Golden Ramsey.
George W. Bush.
Wait, George. They're all gonna be presidents. George W. Bush.
There are a lot of.
Go.
I think we've hit all of the fucking like quotable presidents because we didn't hit Barry O.
Oh, wait for fucking O to come up. Goat girl, goo goo goggles, G.
That's a good
Thank
one.
you.
That's a good one.
H, hand job.
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth. Big H, little
Hemsworth.
H. Hungry horse. Hey, hen in a hat. Hooray, hooray. I for
Another.
Isaac Hayes. Big eye, little eye. Said Ichabod is itchy. So am I. J. Big, J. Joel. Joe. Jason.
Johnny.
Johnny. Deserve that Johnny Depp. I'm sorry, you mean Johnny Depp. Do you mean Johnny Depp? Big J, little J. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar and jam begins that way. K. Kevin.
Nice.
Kevin.
Spacey.
No. I wish I could do a good Kevin Spacey. Kevin. I like that the only name.
Smith.
Kevin Smith. Look at me, motherfucker. All I gotta do is put on a backwards baseball cap and I'm there. How about the former WWE Universal Champion Kevin Owens? Big K, little K.
You could do Kevin Hart.
Big K, little K. Kitten kangaroo. Kicking cattle. cat in a king's kerchief. I've never done a Kevin Hart impression, but I'll be damned if I didn't try. L for Lawrence of Olivia. No, Larry. Is there a Larry that's not Larry?
Larry,
the cable guy?
the cable dude.
Big L, little L, little Lola Lop, left leg, lazy line licks a lollipop. M for Matthew.
Michael.
You talking about Matthew McConaughey? Guess what that M is? That M's that Matthew McConaughey right there. All right. Big M, little M. Many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice. N for Nick. Can't do Nick Cage. Nick Cage has already got the letters.
No, already did Nicolas Cage. Norbert.
Norbert.
Nigel.
Nigel Thornberry.
Big
N, little M. What begins with N? 9 new neckties and a nightshirt and a nose. I feel like we already know this one. Always very useful. You use it when you say, Oscar's only ostrich. Oiled and orange owl today. Fuck, that was good.
That was a good one, yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. We've got another Nick. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. Painting big pajamas. Police in a pail. Peter Pepper's puppy.
Hey Patrick.
And now,
Hey
Papa's
Patrick.
in the pail. Q.
Quagmire.
Peter. Alright, big Q, little Q. What begins with Q? This is turning into Donkey from Shrek. I had a bet. Oh wait, I did have a better one for this.
Big Q, little Q.
Big Q, little Q. Shrek, I'm making waffles. No, I had the Queen Elizabeth II. Big Q, little Q. What begins with Q? The quick Queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. R for...
Off with their head!
Off with their heads. R for...
Kill them.
Big R! Little R! Woo!
Yep.
Rosie Robin Ross. Rosie's going riding on her rhinoceros. Woo! S. I like this is showing how shitty we are at names.
Shitty.
Cy Robertson from hit TV series Duck Dynasty.
Okay.
Sambayamba. Why are we so bad with names?
What? What even was
Celebrity
that?
names that start with S. Boom. That's all I need. None of this is helping. I'm on US Magazine right now.
Nope.
List of celebrities that start with S. Does Sacha Baron Cohen counts if I'm just like, and that very nice, big S, little S? How is it? S is like the most common.
That's. Yep. But see, that's definitely just doing a Borat impression,
nice,
and
yes.
we've already done B.
Blake, I want you to go onto the list of S celebrities and scroll down to Sarah Palin. I want you to scroll down to the picture that's next to Sarah Palin. Because it's not Sarah Palin.
Us Weekly?
Yes. usmagazine.com/celebrities/S. Because this is not Sarah That is not who Sarah Palin is.
Although, I guess it's time to do Sarah Palin.
Oh, yeah. I mean... Oh, or we could always do Seth Rogen and get some weed.
Hey, Seth Rogen again. You didn't cast me in your Jesus movie.
Didn't put me... Blake, I just realized somebody who we have been completely forgetting. And bear well,
Yes.
y'all talking about that big yes, little less. Silly Sammy Slick. Sip 6 sodas and got sick. Bear well. T.
Damn.
Tobias Simpson.
Oh,
Good old Tobias
Tobias.
Simpson. I'm now just on this website going down just like,
Yep.
Can I do an impression of the Real Housewives of New Jersey? No? Okay.
How's that Tracy Morgan?
How's that Tracy Morgan impression doing? Are you kidding me? We about to get everybody pregnant up in here. That's all I got, but let's go for it, baby. TT. What begins with T? 10 tied turtles on a turtle tree. It sounds like baby cakes.
Yep.
What's up? My name's Baby Cakes.
Baby, hey guys, I'm Baby Cakes. When you gonna shower with these curtains? You gonna shower with these curtains? You better think of me.
I feel bad. Okay, I'm
So for
you, the only options on Us Magazine are Uma Thurman and
No.
Usher.
I know who you need to do for you.
Yes.
He's got the in front of it, but since we ignore the these.
Ultimate Warrior? Is it Ultimate?
No, I was gonna go with one that's still alive, recently retired though. Just gave up his yard.
Oh shit, let's do this. The Undertaker with a big U, little U. What begins with you? Uncle Ub's umbrella and his underwear too. Jesus, that's terrifying. Okay.
Oh boy.
V? Is there any good names for V? The first is...
unless you can rock a Vampire Weekend impression, because Vampire Weekend is one celebrity.
You just do a wicked sick Vampire Weekend impression? No, but I can do a Vincent Price. It's big V, little V. Vera Violet Vin. It's very, very awful on her violin.
Hello everybody, it's Vampire Weekend here.
What's up, a Vampire Weekend? Fuck you!
Oh.
W. For... Walter White.
William
Henry
Henry Harrison.
I wish I could
There's a lot of Wills.
I wish I could do a solid Will Smith impression, but I can't.
Yeah.
Which makes me upset. Wiz Khalifa. I think what I used to do George Bush for this one because W.
Yeah.
I could just go very, very deep and be Will Arnett. Hello, my name is Will Arnett. Hi, guys. This segment is cancer. I just want to let you guys know. Hello, my name is Will. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to type in Will on Google and just see what we get.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Willie Mays here with another fantastic offer. WWW. Willie Waterloo washes Warren Wiggins, who was washing Waldo Woo. That was not a good one. That was literally just to get us through. But then again, we're at X.
That'll do.
Oh wait, but no, X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it. X. X is very useful if your name is Nicky Knox. It also comes in handy spelling axe in extra fox.
Nice.
I love doing DMX because it just doesn't look right coming out of my face. It's just like, yeah, you know what it is.
It's gonna give it to you. You got it what it is.
Stop. Drop.
It's gonna give it to you.
Shut it down. Open up shop. Be like, what the fuck is his problem?
No.
Why?
Well, Scotty, we got through X.
Until... YOLO.
Yusuf.
YOLO. You don't know any famous celebrities starting with Y? Well, According to Us Magazine. Oh no, there's not one. They just have they have a blank screen to remind you, hey, no one's ever been famous with the first name of Y.
I mean, I know last names.
I think we might need to do a last name for this one.
Get me that good Yankovic boy.
Yankovic! Oh god, can I do a Weird Al Yankovic?
It is yeah.
Cause he's got a he's up here a lot. It's gonna turn into a Lin-Manuel Miranda impression, cause it's gonna go nasally. He's up here. No, that's too much. That's too. I'm just not. No. Welcome to how Scottye learns how to do impressions. Celebrities with Y names. Second was celebrities with Yeezys. Okay, come on. This should be fine. This should be fine. We'll find some celebrities with names that start with Y. You know, like that solid Yasmin Bleeth impression that I've been working on for so long. Or that Yul Burkle.
Oh, yeah.
Yasmin Burkle.
The Yul Burkle.
Well, there's a lot of Japanese people on this. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Yo Gotti.
Nope.
Nope. Yoko Ono. Hey, I fucked up the Beatles. What's up? Yngwie Malmsteen, I could just cut a fucking sick-ass guitar solo instead of actually reading this. Hold on. Yeah. I'll do it with my mouth. I'm just gonna be like, whoa, whoa. Wait, I'll pretend to be This is Yngwie Malmsteen with one of those fucking, talking guitars. And this is how he does it. And young Yolanda Yoga sounds all on his It's fucking terrible, Blake, but we made it through, didn't we?
Yep, we did it. Why don't you give me a Zach Galifianakis?
Well, hold on. You're missing our good boy who has to finish it off. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That's all you have to do.
You have to file it. Alphabetically.
That's funny. I've been working on a Zach Galifianakis.
I never misfiled anything. Not once. Not ever.
Well, you said I've been working on a Zach Galifianakis, and this is all I really have for it right now. This is my entire Zach Galifianakis. He's very nasally. It's yeah, that's what he does. Big Z, little Z. What begins with Z? I do. I'm Zizzer Zazzer Zuz, as you can plainly see. Apparently, this whole fucking shit's been narrated by the Zizzer Zazzer Zuz, also known as the fucking king of impressions. I forgot to bust. Jesus. Who did we do for N?
He's amazing.
Because I forgot to bust out my new favorite impression. So I can't remember who we did for N, but my new favorite. I learned how to do it recently. I actually did it on a horrible premise. If you listen to it, I think it's tomorrow's episode that comes out. But I learned how to do a fairly decent Nick Offerman. I'm working on it. It's still growing, but it's in there. It's in there. It's like when they made the statue David. The statue was already in the marble. It just has to be pulled out. And that's what I'm working on now, is pulling that sick Offerman impression out of that marble. So yeah, that's okay. What I'm. That's in case people are wondering what I do. What was it a good one?
It's work. It's getting there. Please end the episode now. My bladder's about to explode.
It's a work in progress. What are you having problems? I see a Mountain Dew container next to you that you could easily relieve yourself in, and what will easily become the most viewed part of this podcast.
Well, that's our show for this week.
That's right, Blake Tanner. What did you learn this week?
I learned that Jesus Jemima can only be repelled by the anti-Jemima.
The anti-Jemima. And I learned that my Barack Hussein. A lot of people forget the Hussein, but it's very important. My Barack.
Don't steal that
Hussein
bit.
Obama impression. Fuck you. Is a lot better than I thought it was. It's a phenomenal thing to hear. And Blake Tanner, where can they find you?
You can find me at Blake A. Tanner on the Twitter. I do videos on my YouTube channel with the other boys at the Darkroom Vidya. That's Vidya. And that's about it.
And you can find me on Twitter at Barack Obama. And if you want to come into contact with Scottye Moore, you can find him at Scottye Mo on Twitter. Spelled SCOTTYEMO. And of course he does I like I picked the slowest moving impression for you. As Blake is like, I'm about to piss everywhere. I'm just like, let's talk about that. It's a very interesting thing for you
See,
to
the
tell.
only reason that I'm not relieving myself into that bottle is because I know it would not be enough.
And, of course, you can buy my book on Amazon. That's Queasel Corp, Queezalcorp. And stay tuned for stuff relating to Queasel Corp. I got some exciting news coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, if you're listening to us on iTunes, make sure to subscribe and rate us. Make sure iTunes gets all the love you can for us. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to us, like us, comment, ring that bell, do whatever the fuck you're supposed to do on YouTube. We're kind of just now starting with this, so we don't know. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, you can find us on aloadofpurebs.com. You can buy our merch at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. Donate to our Patreon. Find us on Facebook, and remember, you can always find us both on Twitter at aloadofpurebs, except no substitutes, bitches, and we will see you next week!
Nope.
Can